second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, this the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 23. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To the air, Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his target, it's Humphries. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Tannehill.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Bills nothing.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 26.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. That one good for 10 yards, but it's going to be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum.
And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to John Brown. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll run the screen with Moss. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and the Bills will move the chains. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Bills 24, Titans 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is met in his tracks by... They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
It's caught left side by John Brown. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
49-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Again, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
His kick.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. With it is Jackson. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
To Derrick Henry.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And 6.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time Allen will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They'll run with Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bills, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.